And action. You know what? I just thought of something. Messy desk mods. Hopefully you can hear me there in my mic. It's over there. And yeah, so messy desk mods. It's when your brain just thinks of something and you run and you shove everything in the back of your desk that you was working on a minute ago while you work on the mod. Okay, this mod, I just finished this. I put out a little short. I put heat shrink around my heavy duty HD POTA mast to protect the mast itself from when I put it inside of things like my hitch receiver doohickey. All right, this mod, how do you keep from losing your lid? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this lid, a piece of paracord, a washer, and another piece of heat shrink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in that lid. I'm going to put this line through the hole, through the washer, tie a knot in it, pull it up, and then once I've pulled it up through there, I'm going to lay that on my mast, and I'm going to take this second piece of heat shrink after I measure down where my lid goes, and I'm going to put that underneath this heat shrink and heat shrink that on there, and that piece of paracord will be underneath that heat shrink. And yeah, I might even go around and through it twice, matter of fact, because I have enough paracord. Alright, speaking of this paracord is called Survivor cord. Let me tell you about this stuff. I found this online. It's 100 feet. Inside of this cord is 7 strands of normal nylon. Okay. Also, along with the 7 strands of regular, there's this 1 strand of red and white nylon. So a total of 8 strands of nylon. There's also 25-pound test monofilament fishing line inside of the paracord. So if you need fishing line, there it is. The other thing that's inside of that Survivor cord is jute, a waterproof jute, so that you could take some of this stuff and you could shred it up and use it for fire starting. Okay, you get that all shredded up and do whatever and hit it with a spark, and there you go. You got waterproof jute for making a fire. The other cool thing that's inside of this Survivor cord, look at this, 30 AWG wire, 30 gauge wire for snares. Now, you may have heard snare. That's on the instruction packet for this Survivor cord. But you know what I heard? I heard it's time to experiment with this here snare wire on my next in-fed half-wave build, and just leave it all in this paracord. And so yeah, let's see if we can make that work. Experimentation time here at the Messy Bench Mods. Anyway, hey, please give me a like, a thumbs up, share me around, pass my link to somebody else who might be interested in some of these mods, especially for how not to lose your lid to your mast. Alright, and thanks for tuning in. I'm at W4EMB.